The 2016 Audi Q3 is one of the smaller luxury crossovers you'll find. 2 rows of seats, of course. Competes with cars like the BMW X1, the Mercedes GLA class, and the Lexus NX. But frankly, the Q3 is a bit behind the times relative to those models and others in the segment. This model underneath goes back to the Volkswagen Tiguan, which came out close to 10 years ago. So you're talking about technology that's not exactly cutting edge. Under the hood, there's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that is actually shared with the Tiguan. Also, the previous generation GTI makes 200 horsepower, but there's a lot of weight to move here, so 0 to 60 happens in a leisurely 8 seconds. You do get up to 29 miles per gallon on the highway in the Q3, so fuel economy is pretty good, but the transmission, 6-speed automatic, again, is not the latest and greatest in the Audi technology portfolio. And if you're wondering about the vaguely sporty styling cues on this particular Q3, it's the S-Line package, and that sounds really sporty, but it actually just means the exterior gets dressed up with a few bits and bobbles here and there. Inside the Q3, it's hard to fault Audi's materials choices as usual. It's a high quality environment, no doubt about that, and atop the dash you have an infotainment display that folds neatly into the dashboard when you're not using it, but there is a sense of last generation technology and design in here that you don't get in the latest Audi models. Looking around at the switchgear, for example, there's your 6-speed automatic transmission lever. There's just not the pop and the ceremony of Audi's latest models in terms of both the way it looks and the way the technology functions. The Q3, as we said, is one of the smaller luxury crossovers you can buy, and that's evident in the back seat. It's not like you can't fit a couple of adults back there, but they're likely not going to be too happy about knee room in particular, though headroom is certainly fine. We should add that among the missing features in the Q3, you've got a USB port. You cannot get a USB port in this vehicle in 2016. That does show you that it's a bit behind the curve. Cargo space in the Q3, as you might imagine, is not especially generous. There's about 16 cubic feet behind the second row, and that is really not very much. That's about as much as you get in a family sedan's trunk. Fold the rear seat backs down, things do get a little better, 48 cubic feet. That's competitive with subcompact crossovers, but significantly less than you get in something like the Audi Q5. As we mentioned, competitors for the Q3 include the BMW X1, the Lexus NX, and the Infiniti QX30, all 3 of which are new or almost new in the last couple of years. Also the Mercedes